Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. A very warm welcome to all of you to this exciting webinar series of Expedient 3.0, which is part of our global event Infinity 2020. In this session, we are focusing on one of the most important and challenging aspects of engineering and construction industry, the project management. The project management as it stands consists of the project with the contract having bills and sub-bills for the commercial purpose, a cost BOQ linked with the contract with the detailed rate analysis for preparing the budget, a BOQ planning in place which is for scheduling the activities for mobilizing the resources, actual mobilization of the resources in terms of material, manpower, equipment, subcontract, prelims, execution of activities at the site, measurement of progress and value of work done, which in turn is used for claim, payment certificate, as well as for earned value. There is actual cost booking against activities and resources. There is cost monitoring, cost variance against the budget, revision of budget, variation, cost revenue movement, profitability, performance, projections, balance cost, and finally, the cost at completion. This is project management. So what is the role of Expedient in this? See, in construction industry, most of these processes are happening disjointly. Some are manual and some are part of the system. Imagine when all these processes are carried out in one single platform or a system in an integrated manner with proper controls and monitoring, connecting head office and projects with proper workflows and approvals, with management reporting, the project management becomes easy and more efficient. And that is exactly what Expedient Project Management System does. I am Surendran Pariyangat and I head the Middle East operations of Expedient. I am proud and humble being part of the Expedient team, serving our valued customers over a decade. Leading this session, we have one of our experts from Expedient, Mr. Vamsi Bhandari. Also joining with us, our guest, Mr. Anil Kumar from Gulfar Engineering and Contracting. Gulfar Engineering and Contracting is one of the largest multidisciplined engineering, contracting, and construction company in Sultanate of Oman. Established in 1972, Gulfar Engineering and Contracting has grown today as one of the largest construction group in the Middle East with a turnover over $1 billion US. Being a champion in construction industry and the construction management, Anil has been instrumental, very closely involved, right from the evaluation and then the implementation of Expedient Project Management System at Gulfar. Today, in this session, Gulfar Project Management System, how it got implemented, his views, insights, and experience he'll be sharing with us. Now, I would like to Anil to join the session and explain his views about his experience with the system. Welcome, Anil.
Thank you, Surendra, for that flattering introduction. Wonderful introduction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anil. Welcome on board.
Now, we already have introduced Gulfar. We do business in construction and business in all disciplines like buildings, industrial or commercial, institutional. We do MEP works. We do roads and bridges. We do ports and marine structures, process plants, pipelines, power grids, skid stations, or you can name it. We have been in this construction and doing that. Our contracts also include EPC contracts, rate contracts, service contracts, rate remeasured contracts, lump sum fixed value contract. So the Expedient role here is to bring everything in one platform so that we have data integrated manner available in one platform for project management. One of these challenges, I would say, to bring all this type of contracts into one platform. But we had some experience of implementation past, which includes our indigenous developed module. So that experience of having developed one has helped us to implement this expedient very well. And we also have the know-how of what is a system requirement to comply with the requirements. That also has helped us to bring this expedient into a success one. I must also say that we had an IT team who was supported all along for this implementation. Wherever their interventions were required, we had that support. And most importantly, the management was strong enough to get this through. So without that, I would say this implementation process would not have happened. Of course, we had many challenges in the process of implementation. One of them, the most important, I would say, that to make the people believe that the system will work. So in the process of 1 year, I would say now that we are in a fairly good stage wherein this process is implemented and used for project management, especially by the top management, to see the project reports, the earned value management reports, the procurement control reports, the planning reports, and of course, integrating everything together in one platform, which talks to the procurement, which talks to procurement pay process. So all these things is in a great way helping us to manage projects, especially from corporate office. So this has been brief about expedient implementation and where we stand today. I will give back the stage to Surendran to speak further on this.
Thank you, Anil. Wonderful. Appreciate it. I would like to ask you, because you've been there right from the way we have been, when you've been looking at the project management system. So could you please share with us, while you were looking for a project management system, what were the challenges Gulfar was facing, and what were the management requirements to go for a proper integrated management system?
One thing very clear in our reminders, our objectives. We have defined the objectives. We were not going to go for a micromanagement at day-to-day basis. We are looking for a system wherein we have a data which is integrated with all the process which is in place. So that was our objectives. Right. And we were looking for a system wherein this objectives can be met. The selection process, one of the criteria for the selection process was to see that system capability to match these our objectives. And this was one of the talking points when we were selecting the process or system. When we knew that implementation in the past had certain flows, so we know that what can be achieved, what cannot be achieved through an ERP system. So we limited our objectives to the specific focus of getting the data in place, which is integrated manner. So that objectives we were focusing on. And the implementation process also focuses given to that the key objectives of first in place the system, then further development.
Great. The second point which I want to ask you is, during the implementation phase, at a scale of Gulfar, we are talking about, like, I don't know how many projects we are talking about, the volume of business I'm talking about, the sites, it's demographically, it is various places, like one in Salalah, one in, it's totally in a different platform. But you have made sure that all the connectivities are established, all the communications are proper, the project collaboration came. So during the implementation, can you please, to the scale of Gulfar, what kind of challenges you face during that phase of implementing experience? Both sides. Obviously, we had to have certain kind of scenarios where you've been talking about the budget has to be revised at an interval. You want to do a short closure of the activity, and then look at the budget in that line of revising the rate analysis. So all these were your precise requirements. We understand that out. So having said that, could you please share with us?
I shared that earlier in my speech that Gulfar had a fairly good project management or project control systems. Of course, not in a platform, but we were not very bad in managing the projects in terms of cost and schedule. So we had the experience and expertise of making and working towards a system requirement. So that expertise was there. Of course, we have presence in all regions. But the connectivity was one of the issues which we have faced as one of the challenges in the initial phase. But by passing through, we are able to get the challenges overcome with the help of our IT team. So the connectivity was established. We had good practice of building up of rate analysis from the basic resources earlier. So that has helped us to comply with the system requirement to build the rate from the basic resources and then to bring the budget. We have also a system of revising the budgets every 3 quarters for before releasing our financials. So that was in place. All this has helped, and the team, especially the project management team, especially planners and cost controllers, were fully there to make sure that we work onto a particular discipline, which is required to make this platform a successful one. So that was there, and then there was a collaborative effort from all concerned, I would say, from the planners, from the cost controllers, from the QS, from the project managers, of course, and the unit heads. So these supports were invaluable for us to make sure that we achieve these objectives. I think.
Very good. Very good. Nice, nice. Thank you. Now, looking forward, now from here onwards, in reading the roadmap which we are given, the digital transformation capabilities are coming in board. And also we need to have looking at various other elements of project collaborations. How do you look at from here onwards the Expedient project management system and improving efficiencies and benefits?
This, since we have established this system and which is running for all projects, we have almost 46 projects running now, and all the projects are into Expedient with proper data in place. That's very important. So the quality of input is very important to have the proper output. So the quality input we focused on, that is there now. So which will be definitely useful for two things. First is project management from corporate level. Second is the data which is available can be used for future tendering. So there are two great benefits we are going to have it. We have a report which is transparent in nature, which can be used for all, one data for all. And then second is the data which can be used for future business development. So these two definitely is going to be an added advantage for us while having the system in place.
Great, Anil. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you very much for all your support, your valuable contribution for implementing our Expedient project management system for Gulfar. We wish Gulfar management all the best. And obviously, the way we are engaged with the energy passion is different in terms of the scale of the way we implemented in Gulfar made us kind of, we can take up any challenge in construction industry. That's a message we would like to share. Thank you so much for all your support along with your team. And we look forward to engage further, which is mutually beneficial to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anil.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Now I will. Thank you. Thank you, Anil. Thank you. Now I would request our champion, Vamsi Bandari, to come on board and now do the presentation of the session of project management with us. Vamsi, please come on board.
Thank you, Anil. Thank you, Surendran, for a wonderful presentation introduction. Hello, and a very warm welcome to all. In this session, we shall provide you with an insight into Expedient's project management capabilities and how it is best suited to meet the key challenges in managing the projects. We have also allocated a small portion of time for question and answers at the end of the session. The typical project execution life cycle for a construction project starts with awarding the contract and moves through preparing the detailed budget, then distribution of budget to various supporting units, planning and mobilization of resources, execution, monitoring, and controlling of the project. It also includes periodic reporting for progress, billing, and costing. Here, let's take a look at how project management is done in Expedient. The first step is to create the project after the contract is awarded. Following this, we define project organization structure. This enables automated communication about key project information to the designated project team. In the next step, we need to define the contract with a detailed BOQ. Expedient supports different types of contracts such as cost plus, remeasure, and fixed price. Expedient allows recording various types of variations against the contract. These variation types can be remeasure change, engineer's instruction, etc. And it can have status like estimated, pending for approval, approved, etc. By doing this in Experian, all the variations are brought onto a single platform with a clear link to the contract, thus enabling project tracking and assisting with commercial purpose. The cumbersome task of drawing management is easily supported in Experian. Engineers, contractors, and other construction professionals can use Experian as a tool to streamline drafting, revising, and sharing construction plans. Drawing management in Experian also provides construction document management functionality, which allows you to store, digitize, and archive your files as per the need and retrieve them as per your needs. Experian supports comprehensive budgeting solution by preparing detailed rate analysis for each of the execution BOQ and summarizing the information at various levels. During the course of project execution, you can prepare revised budget and transfer the budgets within different heads. You can do BOQ planning quantity-wise. This enables both project cash flow as well as resource requirement for the project. Thus, Experian BOQ planning helps in generating activity-based work schedule, which is a vital component for earned value analysis. With the BOQ planning, actual resource mobilization for material, labor, and plant are effectively managed in Experian. The complete material management process, including requisition, inquiry, order, price comparison, and receipts, are easily managed in Experian. You can also perform labor scheduling and plant deployment in Experian. Further, you can record actual cost for material, labor, subcontract, prelims, and plant at an activity level to generate costing reports categorized by activity as well as reconciliation with the budget. Moreover, Experian allows you to record progress on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis and helps in generating client billing. As an end result of this, earned value analysis, including cost variance and schedule variance, are obtained automatically from Experian. Recording labor timesheets against activities in Experian provides labor productivity. Recording plant utilization helps in generating equipment usage and its efficiency. Overall, Experian simplifies cost to complete exercise by bringing all the necessary information onto a single platform and generating cost to complete for the project. Finally, key MIS like cost value reconciliation, activity-based reconciliation, resource reconciliation, labor productivity, contract status, and so on are generated from Experian in real time. Some of the key improvements and enhancements that we have done in Experian for project management are master template for rate analysis, including worksheet concepts and wastage factor, revision of rate analysis, simplified BOQ planning, flexibility in variation budgeting, drawing management. Now, we would like to touch upon some of the key features of project management and how Experian delivers value in an integrated platform. Budgeting. The key challenges are activity-based rate analysis against the cost BOQ items generated from the contract. Budgeting for internal and external variations. Revision of rate analysis for the balance cost BOQ items. Experian supports budgeting by doing the following. A, defining cost BOQ and linking with the activities for actual cost recording. B, preparing detailed rate analysis with the enhanced rate analysis templates as discussed earlier. C, deriving BOQ contribution by assigning internal revenue rate for and value analysis. Once the detailed rate analysis is done in Expedient, a detailed breakdown of cost in terms of resources and activity composition is automatically generated from the system. Budget revision becomes necessary when there is a change in methodology or the previously assumed productivity norms and resource rates are no longer valid. In Expedient, budget revision can be done for the balance scope of BOQ by short closing the BOQ and bringing them as a revision to do the revised rate analysis. Once the rate analysis is completed, Expedient generates automatically balance cost to complete as well as revised budget. In short, the key benefits of budgeting are single consolidated view of budget for the project across all levels like activity and resource. Revised budget for balanced work. Budgetary controls in one single platform based on quantity and amount. Resource planning. Resource planning is very critical for successful and on-time completion of projects. Generally, most of the planning is done outside the system and maintained separately without having any integrated platform. Expedient provides you the platform to perform resource-based plan based on the monthly execution quantities as per the BOQ. This automatically generates monthly resource projections, manpower histogram, and project cash flow. Expedient BOQ planning also helps in generating corporate budget or business plan. The key benefits are provides month-wise resource requirement, equipment and manpower histogram, provides cost revenue projections at activity and resource levels. Project cost control is another key challenge for any organization, since it requires proper review, monitoring, and tracking due to the dynamic changes in the execution in reference to billing and cost in reference with budget. Expedient provides a unique method of budget control at various stages of execution, such as requisition, order, invoice, and any expense booking document. And value analysis is a standard method of measuring project progress at any given point in time. By doing this, the variances are analyzed with respect to time, cost, and scope. Expedient provides the platform to perform progress, to record progress and generate and value, linking with budget, progress, planning, and actual cost. Hence, the variances are automatically generated. The key benefits are real-time tracking of project status, planned value, schedule variance, cost variance. Project profitability. The key challenges in project profitability are getting a revised budget at any given point in time, commitment cost against approved orders, actual cost, balance cost to complete. Expedient cost value reconciliation report provides project profitability in real time by displaying all the necessary information such as budget, budget to date, commitment, cost to date, balance cost, cost at completion, budgeted margin, and then gain or loss. In short, The key benefits of cost and value reconciliation are displays project profitability in real time, early and clear visibility into commitments, actual cost versus budgeted cost with variance analysis, drill down functionality to original documents for analysis. In summary, I would like to say Expedion Project Management helps organization management to review the projects at any given point in time, thus enabling them to have proper analysis. Some of the key MIS reports are Project Health Monitor. This empowers the management to review project progress at a company level, division level, and at a project level. Labor productivity. This provides comparison between budgeted hours to execute an activity in line with actual hours spent and generating labor productivity. Prime activity reconciliation. This provides proper revenue scenario for each activity in line with revenue generated, budgeted cost, and actual cost. This empowers the management to review revenue loss or profitability at each activity level. Resource reconciliation. This provides proper cost control scenario for each resource in line with budget and actual. This empowers the management to review execution flip-flops at resource utilization level. Contract register. The complete visibility of the contract position in terms of contract value, variations, last application, last certification, remaining applications, remaining certification, retention, receipts, net receivables, and advances in line with the revised contract value. This concludes our presentation on project management. Thank you, everyone. The floor is open for questions.
Thank you, Vamsi. Wonderful presentation, exciting engagement of running through the entire project management system features in a very short time. It is not easy. You've done a good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Basically, now there are questions to you where people are asking different questions on the way you have presented. There are a few questions which we would like to share with you. Will you be able to answer those questions?
Sure.
All right. So you've been referring the term prime activity. Could you please explain what you mean by prime activity and how does it impact in the overall project management scenario?
Surendran, if you see contract, there are a lot of BOQ items in the contract, and getting an actual cost recording at a BOQ level, it is very difficult. Hence, what we have done is that we have brought in a concept of prime activity, wherein related BOQ items can be linked to an activity and the actual cost can be recorded at that particular level. Hence, you can get activity-wise reconciliation with respect to revenue, budget, and actual cost.
Okay, that means, you will say you have a master list of activities as called as a prime activity. For example, I can say block work as a prime activity where I can consolidate all block work items into block work and then monitor the cost, progress, and revenue in that line. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Good. Understood. Good.
And it also helps for earned value analysis and other purposes.
Understood. This is what you reconcile called prime activity reconciliation.
Yes.
Great. Good. The second question is basically people ask about, you talked about BOQ planning, right? So the planning means there are a number of planning softwares in the market and people are planners are using different planning systems. So how does Expedion work with those planning systems and what is the way it takes it up?
Generally, if you see any planning software, it runs basically based on the task IDs. And those task IDs are not linked with the BOQ item references. So if the planners can link the task IDs to the BOQ item reference and generate the quantities on a monthly basis, the same thing can be taken up from the planning software and can be uploaded into Expedion.
Okay, so there's a task ID linking with the BOQ ID. This is what you're talking about. Multiple task IDs will be there. They consolidate and update back into the Expedion system.
Right.
Okay, great. Understood. Understood. Another point which is there is you've been referring activity-based costing, correct?
Yes.
How Expedient supports this activity-based costing, and what's the way, for example, in the construction side, how easily they are doing it? Can you just give me an example?
If you see, once we set a project as an activity-based costing, Expedient enforces all the expense booking documents. The activity is mandatory.
Okay.
So what we have done is that to simplify the job at the site, we have created a material issue slip wherein the engineers can record the resources which are required along with the activities, so that actual cost capturing can automatically happen.
That means the material issue slip is no more manual.
Yes.
So this is meaning in the construction side, you're bringing a digital transformation capability. Is that what you mean?
Yes, not only material
yes.
slip, even the plant utilization and labor timesheets, everything will be digitized.
Oh, great. So that will be the online, they can capture the cost, and then there is a mechanism where approvals, everything comes in place.
Yes.
Great, understood. Now, important question is, we have been talking about the complexity or whatever the way you wanted to address a complete project management system to this scale. The preparedness is important. Now, I don't know how far a company which is going with this scale will be ready to move with this particular platform. Is it cumbersome to go in this line all the time for Expedient, or it is a way of doing this particular aspect?
Expedient has different ways of managing the project, and the one which we have discussed today is one of the way of managing the projects. Even if smaller companies or the companies those who don't want to follow this process, they can adopt for resource-based budgets or amount-based budgets at the cost code level. With that,
okay,
also
great.
achieve the details.
That means you are given the flexibility to choose the project. How do you want to structure it out? Basically, do you want to run with a resource level or an amount level or detailed activity level? How you wanted to run the entire project?
And even in one company, you can have these three also. It's like one project can have a detailed activity-based rate analysis, and one project can have resource-based, and another project can even have an amount-based also.
Oh, great. So you can pick each project the way you want it and then run the whole system. Great. Yes. It's very flexible, highly configurable, you mean to say. Thank you. Next question is, you talked about labor productivity. Can you please explain how you are showing the labor productivity and how it is practically done in the construction side?
Labor productivity has two components. One is a budgeted norm, another is an actual production on the site. So the budgeted norms are done at the time of budgeting with the detailed rate analysis. And Expedient timesheet and payroll system has a flexibility to record the activity at the time of entering the timesheets. Even if you're using in time and out time, or if you're using hours, or if you're using normal hours, overtime and other things, you can record against which activity that particular time is allocated. So once that is done and attendance is processed, at the time of payroll, Expedient automatically allocates the cost onto the activity. By doing that, automatically we can get labor productivity from the system without doing any much work.
Okay, good. Understood. Understood. There is basically you revised, made a terminology revising of the budget. And you have talked about BOQ short closure and then redistributing that cost line. So can you please explain how the changes can happen? You mean to say that dynamically the budget can be reviewed and changed as per the need of the situation? We are pretty clear on that.
Basically, if you see the construction projects, the methodology which they adopt at the start of the project may not be feasible to complete that particular thing, and then during the course of the project, like if you have given an activity to a subcontract and if he is not performing and you have decided to make it in-house, then what you can do is that for the balance scope or balance work which the subcontractor has not executed, you can short close the work order, and then you can bring that particular thing again as a revised budget by changing the norms to material, labor and client. Like that you can do based on the needs. And second is the productivity. Maybe in the initial assumptions, the productivity was not right. And during the course of the period, you assume that the productivity, with that particular productivity, you may not be able to run the project. So you can change the productivity or resource rates dynamically for the balance scope of BOQ.
That means suppose I have initially thought that I would go with the subcontract activity and I've awarded the quantity to a subcontractor. Okay. And then let's say before closing it down or middle of the particular activity getting completed, I short closed it, and balance quantity I can do it internally. So in that way, system supports to redo the right analysis based on the balance scope of work, and then monitor the progress of the project with the earned value and revenue and all this, and at cost as well. Is what you're saying? This is the dynamic change you're talking about.
Yeah, you are right.
It's one of the biggest challenge in construction industry today. Okay, the last point, which I would like to, I won't take much of your time, I understand. Can you please explain to us what is the advantage of the project management system? A basic question somebody is asking. So can you just explain?
The advantage of having a project management system, which I have explained, will help the management to review the projects and take proactive decisions rather than taking a reactive decisions after something has happened. This one will help the management to see the complete projections as well as actual cost and commitments and all the information in real-time basis, which helps them to take proactive decisions.
Great. Thank you so much for your answering all these questions. There are a few other questions also. What we'll do is we will engage separately with all of those questions, and then we'll have a proper answering session to those customers who ask the questions. And I don't know whether we should continue any further questions here. I think that we will engage with them again. So what we'll do is we'll take those questions and then communicate with them later. So can we say that we are ending the session today for project management?
Yes.
Is completed. Thank you so much, Vamsi, for your valuable presentation. The way you did it, narrated, absolutely fine. So we will thank all our customers and joining this particular important session. Thank you all once again. So we are going to end this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Good day.